And welcome back to Arsenal Park in Lawrenceville as we're getting ready for Game 3 of the Steel City Kickers League as we'll see the Diamond Divas take on the Lady Soldiers in action at 4 p.m. from Arsenal Park. And, of course, I'd be remiss to tell you about the Rock Comedy Show Season 2 is on the way. And be sure, if you want to check us out live and in person, come on down to the Parkway Theater in McKees Rocks on Tuesday, June 29th, to be a part of the live recording. It should be an awesome night of some of Pittsburgh's best in comedy. And Stan, when we talk about these first two games of the day, we'll start with the first one as Blackout defeated Ladies of Faith 12-0 in 5 innings.
And it was a surprising performance for Blackout, 12-0 after losing the first overtime game of this 2021 season in Week 1. It was a great bounce-back performance for Blackout, scoring 12 runs in the opening action.
And one of those innings, they got 6 runs in their first half of the inning, and then from there, they just didn't let off the gas, as really there was no answer from their opponents, Ladies of Faith, who in that first game of the season had plenty of answers. It's just that maybe the emotional weight of that first victory just wasn't enough to answer the call in the second week.
It wasn't enough, and you have to shout out Blackout's defense, getting the first shutout of the Steel City Kickers' 5th season. And then when you look at that 3 o'clock game, you had the Diva Dolls win 10-0. That was another great performance. You got a chance to interview Ajane after that performance as well.
10-6 final score. Of course, in that first inning, it started off, it looked like it was going to be a live and kickings day as they got a home run on their third at-bat just as we started the broadcast. It seemed when the lights were on, they were ready to go. But then from there on out, immediately in the next half inning, it was the Diva Dolls coming out with 6 runs in that first half inning, and that really just changed the course of the game. Live and kicking tried to bounce right back, but it was to no avail.
And those 6 runs in the first half inning were a big surprise because they only scored 1 run in their opening week loss. So for them to score 10 runs in that game, it was a huge surprise, and it kicked off an exciting start to the first 2 games of action here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
And Ajane, as I did interview in the last game, she did manage to get 2 home runs of her own. So the fireworks were plenty offensively. It was just more from the Diva Dolls this time compared to their first game, as opposed to who was their opponents in this last game. Coming up, it's the Diamond Divas taking on the Lady Soldiers. And as we mentioned earlier, the Diamond Divas, they won 9-1. It was a game that was partially shown on the Roxamore Sports Network, but we managed to get at least that first couple half inning and that first salvo from them too.
And fireworks have been the theme of today, and they should continue in this game as well.
And we'll be right back with more action as now we're about to see the Lady Soldiers take to the field, and we'll be right back as we'll have the Diamond Divas and the Lady Soldiers at 3 p.m. on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like big meals, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
And we're back with 4 p.m. action in the Steel City Kickers League. I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton, and we're about to see our third action of the day as the Diamond Divas, the defending champs of this league, will take on the Lady Soldiers. And should be an exciting matchup. The Diamond Divas coming off a 9-1 victory over the previous losers and who we just seen win on the Roxamore Sports Network, the Diva Dolls. And we're about to take a break as we're still seeing that teams are trying to get together out here on the field. And we'll see a commercial from the Rock Comedy Show next.
So I started limping over there to her fast, but wasn't fast enough. So I had to get her attention. I'm like, hey. She turned around, see me limping towards her. She says, oh my gosh, you been shot. I just fell on the ground. There wasn't even nothing wrong with me.
Graduated from Ohio State Penitentiary. They got real classes in there. Anybody been in that school? No, they got real classes. Like, it's 50-year-old man in there. They was like, hey, fam, can you be quiet? I got school in the morning.
And I'm still fat. So if you watch season 1, I remained and maintained all this weight for season 2. I ate just enough fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, mac and cheese, all that, just to maintain all of
it. And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network, and we're still waiting for the final words here before we get this action started between the Diva Dolls and the Lady Soldiers, the Diamond Divas, rather, and the Lady Soldiers at 4 p.m. And, of course, be sure to check out the Rock Comedy Show Season 2 coming soon. But this Tuesday, June 29th, there will be a live recording at the Parkway Theater in McKees Rocks. Be sure to check this action out in person. The Rock Comedy Show Season 2 live recording this Tuesday, June 29th, Parkway Theater. And Stan, really compared to the last week, there was a couple offensive showcases. These last 2 games, we've had both double-digit winners, as in the first game it was 12-0. In the second game, it was 10-6. Though it seems that really this week's, I guess, thing to look for has been big innings. 6 runs in the first inning, 6 runs in the first inning in both games.
Big innings has been a theme of this week's action, but we cannot talk about big innings without talking about the Diamond Divas. They kicked off our opening week with a big first inning of their own in week 1 in a part of their 9-1 victory for the 2-time defending champions.
And of course, the Lady Soldiers last week, they came to face in our second to last game, they lost to the Kicking Queen 6-1, and you have to imagine that they're looking to have a better showcase this week, as really it wasn't the offensive flurry that we've seen. It was more spread out around the innings, and I keep on.
Yeah, the spread out of the innings offensive showcase is not the same as this week and last week. I think it has to go a little bit to the weather. Last week was a hot a very hot sunny day. This week you have a nice breeze, and that might be helping a little bit with the balls carrying in the air.
Yeah, really, there was one home run last week, and in our last game alone, we've seen 3. So I imagine that the wind this time has been able to, well, carry the ball a little bit more than usual. And that's not like, a traditional kickball you might see in school. It's the one that's a little bit more buoyant. So it might be harder to field, actually, for some of them. As you can see, they've been double-handing a lot of the throws over to first base, and that's created some of these big innings. It's the errors that has been the big thing, especially in that last game.
And those fielding errors can lead to those extra bases, and those extra bases can lead to those extra runs. So it comes down to a little bit of discipline, a little bit of communication in those outfield positions as they try to limit the amount of runs scored.
And we're just about set for our first action here, as now we're about to be ready as the first pitch at 4:08, and now a run out there and a nice play to open up this game for Special K of the Diamond Divas as she's aboard on the single. And that time another infield single as well, as 3 Stacks gets a single as well. And now suddenly Diamond Divas 2 runners on with no outs, and here's Jelly. Jelly slaps that one down the first base line fair. And on the run is Special K. She'll score, and it's now 1-0 Diamond Divas.
1-0 in another quick start for the Diamond Divas to start off this game.
First pitch fouled away for smash, 0-1. So 3 hits to begin this game for Diamond Divas.
3 hits and
It
another.
looks like that'll be another one as well, as 3 Stacks will run home and score. And now rounding is Jelly all the way to home, and that ball was just kicked away. And another score, and early on, actually you could just call that one a home run as well. So 2 RBIs for Smash, and that one now a 4-run game. And it seems that the Lady Soldiers, I noticed that ball, they tried to just like kick it over and it went haywire, and that just wasn't a smart play there.
Wasn't a smart play because you cannot really control where that ball goes once it bounces and hits the ground. And you see that led to an early timeout from the Lady Soldiers. And speaking of early, the Diamond Divas are at it again with an early 4-0 lead in the top of the first. They have 0 outs, so it could be more where that came from to start off.
So next up for the Diamond Divas is Wreck-It, as a beautiful day out here in Arsenal Park. A couple people got the grill going right now. And as you can see on our screen, is that one lifted over the left field side, and that one is fair. And now running around is Wreck-It, and she'll make it all the way to third with a triple.
A triple and great base running there to get all the way to third.
5 up, 5 hits, and this one lifted in the air towards second base, and the catch is made. And it looks like no one was ready for Wreck-It as she's safe on the sac fly.
So that's 5-0 to start off the first inning here. Last week, the Diamond Divas got up to a 6-0 lead to open their first inning.
And it looks like they're not wasting any time, but that one's fouled by Candy Cane. It just seems like they're just not in the mood to really keep us waiting for runs. They're just going, it's our time, let's do it now. And a championship start for this team.
And that's part of the reason why they are the 2-time defending champions.
Candy Cane hits this one to left field and just foul. 0-2.
And a bit of the theme last week for the Diamond Divas was to get off to a early, large lead and then play great defense to close out the game.
The 0-2. And that one well away. 1-2. The 1-2. And that one ruled a ball as well. 2-2 count. Tapped over to the pitcher. Catch is made for the out, and as that will end the inning. But man, a big start to this game. 5 straight hits and 5 runs to show for. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. The Lady Soldiers up to bat. They're down 5-0.
Down 5-0, and last weekend they found themselves in a similar position as they lost 6-1. We'll see if this week can be any different.
First pitch to Ken Loke. And that one, an infield single, so the Lady Soldiers managed to get off the snide, and that one tapped over third base side, but foul to Nikki. So that second pitch from Ken Loke works out for him as that one's lifted over in the short center, short infield, and that one's an out. So next up is DJ. Is that one holy roller over? Easy run over for the out. 2 outs as Ken Loke takes advantage of the slow roller to make it all the way to third. So aggressive base running will be the key for the Lady Soldiers in this game, as with any team in this league. First pitch in, the T-ball, that's a strike. Next pitch, that one lifted over to right field. Couldn't make the play. And that one ruled a foul ball, it looks like.
Ruled a foul, but as you can see, aggressive base running from third there. They're trying to get on the board early in this first inning.
And that one actually considered a strikeout there with that one. It looked like it was bouncing well off the plate, but nonetheless, side is retired.
So just one hit allowed there in that opening inning. Defense might be the theme again for the Diamond Divas now that they have this big lead.
Diamond Divas ahead as we're entering the top of the second, 5-0, and we'll see what else can they add to this total. That one down the third baseline. Reception made, and the ball just thrown in nowhere. And now here comes number 11, and now she's caught in a rundown. And that one didn't hit her.
A great dodge there for a wide dollar. We're not playing dodgeball, but she did the job as if we were.
It was a good job staying on the base path. That one lifted to right field, couldn't haul it in. And now Wide Dollar will score. And here comes So Def, making it around to second on the error. So now it's 6-0 Diamond Divas. That one tapped over first base line, play made, and a tag for the out. But on the run is So Def, and she will score behind the play. So now it's 7-0.
7-0, and that run is a result of not getting the ball back to the pitcher in time. The ball gets back to the pitcher, the runners have to stop. They were taking their time getting it back.
So Special K started this game off with a single and eventually made her way around to score the first of 5 hits in this inning. Is that one another tapper over, and this time she runs it out to first base on a single. Another tapper as well, as the Lady Soldiers just aren't ready for it, and another single.
And they are still taking the time getting the ball back to the pitcher, and that results in another run for the Diamond Divas.
8-0. As that one over, play made, and that one is an out, and that will retire the side.
The Diamond Divas, they score fast and they score early, and it proves to be the thing once again this week.
So 3 runs off 2 hits, and now we'll go to the bottom of the second, and it's the Diamond Divas 8-0 over the Lady Soldiers. And really, you take a look at the Diamond Divas now on the field, it looks like everyone's having fun so far. And what would you change up if you are the Lady Soldiers? Right now, nothing working for them, and it seems that no matter what the Diamond Divas do, they could put the long ball out there, or they go small ball. It just seems like they're deflated already.
Deflated might be a great way to describe it, because the way that the Lady Soldiers are playing out there, their energy might be a little deflated. They're not getting the ball back to the pitcher in time, and that's allowing extra runs to get on the board. Diamond Divas are good. They might be great offensively, as they've shown to be one of the more powerful offensive teams to start off this season. So you cannot beat yourself playing a team like this, and that's what the Lady Soldiers are doing.
So now to the bottom of the second, and here's Coop for the Lady Soldiers. And Coop to left field, but the catch is made.
And that one went foul, but the Diamond Divas were still able to field that ball and get the out.
And Hands makes that catch, so she's in off the bench, and now a quick second out.
And that pitch was going ball for smash, but still kicked and went straight back to her.
And that one, another catch made, so 3 pitches, 3 outs. As right now the Lady Soldiers are not responding.
And it goes back to that dominant defense that the Diamond Divas displayed in week 1, and they're once again putting it on display in week 2. An early 8-0 lead for the Diamond Divas.
Hey, Leon, get the commissioner over here because they're not reporting substitutions to us. Refresh it. Get the commissioner over here because they're not even. One's lifted over to right field. That one ruled foul. That one to third base. it's ruled foul. Well, guess so. I don't know. That one lifted over, and the catch is made. And doubled up as well, so that will retire the side. So a quiet half inning for the Diamond Divas. It's their first inning without a hit or a run, and we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. But they're still ahead, 8-0.
Still ahead, 8-0. And more innings like that will be needed defensively for the Lady Soldiers in order to make a comeback in this game.
So next up for the Lady Soldiers is Sea Bear. As we're now in the bottom of the third inning. That one lifted to short, and the catch is made. Nice play by Special K for the out.
And Special K has been having a great defensive performance the last 2 weeks so far.
There's Batty looking to create something out there, and that one rolls well away for a ball. That one down the third base line, but foul. That one lifted over to right field, or left field, and that's the catch made for another out. And now quickly, 2 gone. Here comes Loke.
And keep an eye on that right field. They've been able to make exceptional fields of those foul balls the entire game.
Really, it's been both sides. That one was to left field. That one, holy roller over, but that's enough for an infield single. Actually, it looks like that was considered a strikeout as well. So that's another blanking.
And that might have been one of those strikeouts where the kicker steps over home plate, so it's automatically an out.
Wow. So now we're to the top of the fourth. As here's the Diamond Divas, and that one ruled safe. So a nice play there by Sweet Tea to make it over. Huh? And Wydala manages to get over with the rare infield double, and here comes Sweet Tea to score. And now, that's just running out the budget. It's 9-0.
And once again, they struggle to get the ball back to the pitcher in time.
That one lifted over but caught at first base, but quickly running over is Wydala to third. It was in play, so the sacrifice was legal. That one couldn't be handled. So Wydala will score, and G Money's aboard with the infield single. Ten nothing. And Special K continues to run. Another tapper over to left short, but the play couldn't be made. So here comes Special K over to third.
And another run comes home.
And it looks like that'll be G-Money scoring. And Special K is now rounding to score as well. So that's another run. 3 stacks over to third. And it's now 12-0. The Lady Soldiers just haven't been on the ball defensively, and that's the difference between the Diamond Divas. They will attack on the pass at any level, and here's this one to left field, drops in for a hit, and 12 stacks aboard with another run is now 13. Jelly to second. And the hits just keep on coming, as that's now 12 hits on 13 runs. Here's Smash. And they couldn't handle it there in left field. The third base and on the run is Jelly scoring. And here comes Smash, who you could credit with the double, now advances over to third.
And another error for the Lady Soldiers defensively. And it seems like they need to make
And they couldn't
an
handle that
adjustment.
one either. As now Smash scores, and now running around is Wreck-It all the way to third, and she'll continue running all the way home.
And that home run was a result of not getting the ball back to the pitcher in time once again.
Eight runs in this half inning. They had 8 in the first 3 combined.
And still just one out.
And Shan Bands is aboard with a single, and that one to left field, but foul.
Almost thought that one was going to get our cameraman out there.
Drew's pretty good at dodging, so he'll be fine.
Just bob and weave, Drew. Bob and weave.
Nah, that's LaRon. That's center field right here, man. That one lifted into the air, past second, and hauled in for the catch. For only the second out, and now caught in a rundown with Shan Bands, but she gets back.
An error.
But they managed to get her, so fortunately, that will end the inning. So here's the situation. Now 8 runs in this last half inning. So if the Lady Soldiers do not get any runs, this means that this game will be over in 4 innings.
A quick end to a dominating performance by the Diamond Divas may be afoot if the Lady Soldiers can't get anything on the board.
16-0, and we've seen so far it's been one team getting at least double digits in all the games played so far. So this offensive explosion is nothing new. But, man, it's just not looking pretty this game.
It's not looking pretty because the bleeding has not been able to be stopped from the Lady Soldiers.
I think the key for the Lady Soldiers right now, their next game out potentially, is to really get the ball back in defensively as quickly as humanly possible. Do not worry about if a girl is running from second to third. Don't try to get them. Get it back to the pitcher at this point, because they're trying to force outs right now, and it's just not working for them.
It's not working, and they have to know their opponent. The Diamond Divas have shown early on in this season that they are one of the fastest teams when it comes to base running, especially when you look at the top of their order. The speed on the bases, you have to get the ball back to the pitcher to slow them down any way possible.
So now it looks like the discussion between the Lady Soldiers and really, we'll call this a timeout. And, well, who can we put as player of the game for the Diamond Divas?
Player of the game, I know Y Dollar's been playing pretty well. Smash has been pitching really well on the mound. Those are two players who might be able to get that nod.
There's been only one player that has not been involved in at least a run or an RBI, as that one, the catch is made for the out.
One out, two more to go for Diamond Divas if they want to end this game early.
So here's Nikki, and that one rolled foul. And that one ruled a ball 1-1. Only one hit for the Lady Soldiers as that one into the tree, foul. Four errors for them. So now this one kicked over, bobbled but caught.
A great play there to catch that by Boomer.
So the Lady Soldiers down to their final out by the mercy rule right now. So here is DJ. That one kicked down the third base line, still in play, but ruled foul by the umpire behind the plate.
Ruled foul, and I'm sure Smash is trying to get out of this game with only one hit.
And it looks like that one could be to oblige, as the easy play made over there for the out, and that will do it. So a one-hitter by the Diamond Divas, as the final score, 16-0.
16-0, and it has continued the offensive explosion that we have seen today.
So let's give a final look at the line score for both of these teams. And the Diamond Divas, 16 runs on 16 hits, and more importantly, no errors. And for the Lady Soldiers, no runs on one hit, and that one hit coming in the first at-bat of the game. And they had 4 errors that really spelled their demise for this game. And it was really a lack of just getting it to the pitcher, just trying to, at the very least, play for another out and not try to go for the out right there.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Todd. Couldn't have said it better myself.
So we'll be right back on the Roxamore Sports Network with the postgame show. I'm Ty Polk, and this is Stan Beckton.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Actually, right this. Right. All right. All right, so welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network postgame show. The final score, 16-0, Diamond Divas. Another dominant performance, and so far, 26 runs to 1 allowed for the first 2 weeks of the season. And I'm here with Jelly, and Jelly, just talk about that number.
That number, I mean, we did what we do best. I mean, practice hard, play hard. It wasn't nothing.
And Wydala as well, both of you guys scored 2 runs apiece. And just talk about your appearance on the base pass, because really it seemed like the Lady Soldiers were like, all right, that's done. They're going to let up, and then you guys just decide, let's just continue running.
Well, we treat every team we play, no matter who we play, like they can beat us. So we just go out there and we just play our best. We do what we practice, and we just get results every time.
How much do you guys practice? Because it doesn't seem like – this seems like if there was a kickball in the Olympics, you guys would be ready to go for that.
Listen, some of us been playing. I've been playing since I was 23, so we practice twice a week, though. Twice a week.
And this is my second season with the Divas, so we just – we go hard. When we practice hard. Coach makes sure that we don't slack off. We treat practice like it's a game, and we just go hard, whether it's practice or an actual game.
So 9 runs in your first game, 16 in this one. Is the goal 20 for the next game for you guys?
Listen, we're trying to be out in 3 innings next week.
It's always up, always up.
Always.
You guys got to go work or something? What's the matter? I mean, sit down, stay around. It's the summer.
It's that pre-workout,
Yeah, we got to get out working.
I'll ask for that pre-workout later. Girls, congratulations on the victory, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, so we'll be back with our next game here on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Ty Polk. We'll be right back.